Hi and welcome to Colour City of Liverpool online radio station. As you know, the last few days we've been covering bits and pieces of Brouhaha, and I'm here with the main man. We've been running this for quite a while, Mr. Giles Agis, or Agis. Is it Agis or Agis?
It depends. It depends what your vernacular is, how you pronounce.
I say Agis, but I think some people say Agis. So Giles, I've known you for a while in Liverpool, doing events and stuff. For anyone watching at home on YouTube, tell people a bit about you and why you do what you do and why you started Brouhaha, and we can ask you some more questions. But yeah, tell me the whole kind of essence of starting this.
Well, I didn't start. It started back in. It started back in '91. It was Red Star Brouhaha. It was a company that got young people together from what was the country's falling away from the communist bloc to do youth theatre with UK young people in Liverpool. And it was first started up by Kate Willard.
I remember Kate Willard.
Yeah, Edmund Playhouse.
Yes.
And then, of course, every director that's come along has changed, and you bring new baggage, you bring new equipment to it. And I came very much from a background of engagement, working in communities, working with young people, working in carnival, working in international work, and tried to sort of work along those lines with different groups, communities, organisations, schools. And there are really, it's developed over the years. The last 15 years, there are really 4 pillars. So we have engagement work. It's not art form specific. It could be drama, could be dance, could be music, could be carnival, could be digital. And of course, all those arts products need somewhere to be presented. So we use festivals as a platform for the dissemination of that work. And then the biggest thing that we've been kind of lifted us off in the last 10 years has been the international work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Both incoming and outgoing. So we have incoming artists at this festival. We have volunteers from around the world come and spend 2-3 months with us, learning, sharing, growing. And then we have outgoing work. So we have projects this year in Amsterdam, in South Africa, in India, and in Ireland, and young artists from across Merseyside and the UK. Just today, Dorcas and Daniel Zeb.
I know Dorcas.
Yeah, they've gone with us to Bravely Voices in San Francisco. They leave tonight for a spoken word festival. So it's very much about that you know, as a city, Liverpool is always very outward looking. So our company has tried to be very, very outward looking and engaging with the rest of the world in terms of the arts.
That's an amazing story, Mr. Giles. And in terms of, you said 15 years, the legacy of Brouhaha and what you're doing, because you know I'm in the arts, you know, try to be the legacy of maybe the future young people trained to deliver and work. What do you hope the legacy of Brouhaha and the things you do, what do you hope to do?
I think the legacy is ongoing. I think that, you know, every young person that leaves this little island that has island fever and experiences something in another place, in another continent with people of a different language and culture, comes back more enriched. So the legacy is ongoing. Every time that happens, every mobility, there is legacy. It's very hard in this day and age to have sustainable legacy in the financial and economic climate we have. So although we are challenged year in year to actually survive and exist, the legacy is project by project.
I know exactly where you're coming from, and I've been from that field. I've found funding, especially the last few years, and it is a hard mindful, especially when you're delivering great stuff. But I think guys, year by year, just keep chipping away and doing what you're doing. Can you tell me, Giles, why do you do what you do? What do you get out of this?
When I was a young person growing up, ages 16, 17, I didn't know what the hell I wanted to do. And so I just signed on, as you did back in the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s. And I came across this place called the Oval House Theatre in South London, which was an incredible place where we were exposed to all kinds of influences. The beginning of Black Theatre Co-op, Grey Eye, Gay Sweatshop, women's, feminist theatre. There was all these different influences and people, and you started to grow and gain a certain political ideology and perspective about the arts and cultural and kind of arena. And this fervent belief that not only should artistic work be free, but it should be accessible to as many people as possible, and it should be in the public domain outside of the palaces of consumption. So these kind of things had and also we were going through the Thatcher years, Rock Against Racism, Red Wedge, Pride, beginnings of Pride, political, all these different influences focused and culminated on and had an impact on you, and it began to create what you felt, feel and believed. And that ideology and those underpinning values I've carried all the way through, because it's about what you grow up with and what you believe in. Still to this day, I see those youth arts workers who were instrumental in my life.
Color.